Good morning, everyone. Today, what I'm going to go over is how you take this culture map and create a culture bag. In the last activity, what you did was you categorized the pieces of your culture in or onto this map, thinking about where you live, what kinds of things you do, what belief system you have, what you do for arts and entertainment, what languages do you speak at home or in at school? What kind of foods? What kind of jobs or ways in which you or your family earn money? All of those things about you, you organized onto this culture map. So now what you're going to be doing is creating a tangible, meaning I can touch it, culture bag in order to give a presentation to the class about you and your culture. So the directions say use your culture bag comparison chart and knowledge of culture to create a culture bag. We've been talking about culture now for the past 3 weeks. You've done different activities, watching videos, doing a listening guide to get you thinking about culture, talking about or distinguishing between material and non-material culture, and then creating a comparison chart with another culture, going over that with a classmate and presenting their information. And now you're going to, as a culminating activity, put together a culture bag, a literal bag. So the first thing you want to do is look through the rubric and take a look at what kinds of things that you need in order to create your culture bag. For the first piece, it says your culture bag must contain 4 items from your life, thinking about all of the different categories of your culture map and how you can represent them through a presentation, through something that we can see. There needs to be 2 material items and 2 non-material items in your culture bag. Now, the material items are literal items that you might have, but the non-material items might be something that you can hold or touch, but it has a greater purpose. It represents something bigger than itself. So that would be okay to do. Each item must have a 2 to 3 complete sentences description along with it. So you're actually going to be writing out a description for us. And this description should include whether the item is material or non-material, what we can learn about you from the item that you're presenting, a story about why you chose the item, and how it includes the aspect of culture, how it represents a specific piece of your culture. You are going to be writing those sentences down, and then when you're presenting, you're going to be using those as a reference. You're going to decorate your bag, whether tangible or intangible. So if you're doing it on the computer and you're creating something that's not tangible, how you are going to decorate it, or you can choose a bag that represents something about you, like this one does for me. And then you are going to present your bag. So you're going to present it while you are in class to the class that's there. Now I'm going to go over my culture bag and move it through the rubric just to have an explanation here. So my culture bag starts with this bag from RSD 13. This represents, or this description of this non-material item. So this is a material item, but it represents my job where I spend a lot of my time, where I've been for 13 years, where I love coming to every day to be with students. Um, so this is part of the economic piece of my culture bag. The next thing I have here is a fanny pack. I know it looks funny here. Which way am I moving? This way, right? So this represents part of me because I believe in living a healthy lifestyle, and part of my healthy lifestyle is running. I started running about, I would say, 8 years ago. I used to dislike running very much, and now it's something that I enjoy. I do often. I've run in races, and it's a big part of my life, and it's a big piece of how I believe that um, that's important to me to live a healthy lifestyle and to show my girls what it's like to live a healthy lifestyle. The next thing that I have in here in my bag is a bunch of sea glass and shells that have been collected over the past summer. Summer is my favorite season. It's a big piece of what I like to do is go to the beach, and some traditions that me and my family do are go to the beach. We go to a specific beach on the Connecticut shore every year, often, and we look for sea glass. Um, we look for all different types of sea glass. It's really exciting when you find like a blue, where's my hand here? Like a blue piece, which is very rare. And then you find larger pieces. It's just something fun to do to hunt for treasures. Started doing this a couple years ago with my children, and we pretty much everywhere we go now, we look for sea glass and special shells. So that's time that we love to spend together. For arts and entertainment, I love to read. One of my favorite authors is Ellen Hildebrand. Um, she's an adult author, and she is a mother as well. Her kids are into sports, and she loves to travel to a specific island, and a lot of her books are about islands. So I have that connection to her because I love the beach. I love sitting on the beach. I love going in the water. So that's a connection that I have for that book. As far as social organization, this is my family. I have a husband and two daughters. I also have my mother who lives with me. So that's who lives in my house. And as well as I have this pin that's a police badge. This represents another part of my family organization because my father was a police officer. And so I have this pin as a representation of that in my home. Also, this one's kind of funny. With travel, I love to travel, like I said before. But also, I have a brother who lives in Arizona, and I love to go out to Arizona. I love the desert. I think it's so beautiful. I think it's beautiful here in the Northeast. The desert has a different type of beauty. This rock is called a vortex rock. It's a red rock from Arizona. And it's a rock, a vortex rock is about energy. So, beliefs, as far as my beliefs, is that energy, we're all made up of energy. And I really believe in putting positive energy out there because when you put positive energy out there into the world, we receive positive energy back. So, that's a belief that I have. And this rock is just a representation, a non-material representation of that belief about energy, and the energy that we give is the energy that we get. And last but not least, I know I have more than 4 items here, um, is my little M&M. So M&Ms, if I'm going to eat candy, M&Ms are my favorite candy. They don't have to necessarily be green M&Ms, but M&Ms are my family favorite candy. They're simple, I know, just plain chocolate. But I really, those are my favorite candies, and this is a little representation of that. So that is what you are going to be doing for your presentation. You're going to be collecting, you only need 4 items. I gave you more than 4 items there. And then giving a description, making sure that you're using your culture map, you're telling a story, you're defining the items. Just have fun with this. We want to get to know you and who you are. It started a little bit with bringing in some pictures for the collage. But this is just all about you. You're going to be presenting it, so have fun with it. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us. Thank you.